You know, Universal, you and I gotta stop meeting like this. A few weeks have already gone by since I've seen my old pals here at Universal Hollywood. A lot of things have changed since then. The opening of Halloween Horror Nights has kind of shifted things dramatically as far as feeling. But there's a lot of other stuff going on, like some stuff with Hollywood Drift, some more possible rumors of expansion, and a load of other things that we can just unpack and talk about while we're inside the park. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get up into the studios. Okay, right away, let's just get after it. This is what the Eastern Security Hub looks like. This is Eastern, right?
I thought North was like up.
So this is supposed to be another security hub on the other side of City Walk as opposed to the really big one, which is gonna be like the Transpo hub. This is what it looks like right now. It looks like they're still working on stuff underground because the dirt and stuff is all chewed up, but there is a lot of workers over here. There's a lot of work being done, so that's kind of cool. And I still think it's pretty funny to be able to see the escalators that go down to the tram from right here in City Walk, kind of a peek behind the curtain, if you will. And there's also been rumors that not only is this going to be a security hub, but they're supposed to put another hotel over here, a more affordable one on the other side of City Walk, as opposed to the big hotel that's going to be going in front of the theme park. I'm not sure how valid those rumors are or where they actually stand at this point in time, but
so you get nothing.
I do know that having a hotel on this side, maybe connected to Margaritaville, isn't a bad idea if you want to get people to kind of stay up here and not have to pay an arm and a leg for essentially what we have for a theme park that half the year closes at 6 o'clock anyway. So maybe having something up here that's a little bit more affordable for people that maybe travel around the world could be in the cards. We'll have to wait and see if that happens, but I think that's a great idea. Now, here's one cool thing about Universal in Hollywood is you never know when you're going to walk into a hot set shooting something, some sort of game show or maybe an Amazon commercial. Looks like an Amazon commercial with all those Amazon boxes back there. But yeah, always the chance of walking into some sort of filming over here in Hollywood. You never know. And as far as these AMC restrooms are concerned, still no walls or anything up, just the structure and the roofing. Probably still working on the plumbing back there, I'm assuming.
Just call or text Super Mario Bros. Plumbing today.
But these will probably be up maybe early next year, maybe late this year, something. But they're not really rushing this project too much. And I guess it's the same thing with Raising Cane's over here. Still working on the outside eating area. Looks like they're gonna probably just go through and change the whole thing up. Either way, this is like the big project on City Walk right now is this new Raising Cane's. Very nice to see it. They got both elevators working in the Jurassic parking lot area again. Now let's check out the main event in City Walk right now. This big Transpo hub over here next to Jurassic parking. Looks like we're going to be getting some escalators along the side here.
I like an escalator, man, because an escalator can never break. It can only become stairs.
Which is what that little dark pathway was kind of leading to after you go up the steps to this next level here. And it's funny to not see giant mounds of dirt anymore. They've got the whole thing kind of leveled off. Now they do have it kind of unlevel over there heading towards Woody Woodpecker parking lot. What they're going to do with that, I don't know. Maybe that's the exit path for the buses that and the trams that leave. But this is kind of, I mean, it's funny because the platform itself is elevated and then it kind of just goes down into the escalator. So I'm not sure what the actual plan is here, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. And I think it's going to be a really cool addition to City Walk to make it seem more, be taken a little bit more serious up here, I think. But this is a good thing. I think this is great. And I cannot wait for this to be done to see what it looks like and what this means for the actual resort altogether. Now, what I think that actually means is when that hub is done, then they can start construction on the actual Universal Hotel that they plan on building right in front of the main gates of Universal Studios. It's a very ambitious project, but I think it's going to be great for the park. It's going to make it look amazing over there. The plan to push the globe back further and closer to the gate. Maybe we'll put some eyeballs on it to get them to fix it and
make it spin again.
Who knows? But I know the initial plan was to have it in 2028 before the Olympics came to LA. I don't know how serious of a date that is anymore because it's a really big project, but if there's one thing we know about Universal, when they put their brains to something, they don't mess around. They get to it. Speaking of, let's head into the park and prove that point. Oh, look at this. We got the Universal Bazaar here.
Free kiosks.
Riveting.
What the heck is going on with Slice House? This has been waiting to open for months now. What's going on here? More importantly, though, what about Insomnia Cookies? Come on, I need my cookies.
That's what she said.
Real talk, after being in Florida and seeing what City Walk is supposed to look like, I don't know if I could ever look at the City Walk the same again. It could just be because stuff is not open, and it won't open. All right, we made it in. It wasn't really all that bad. So now we get to see what the park has in store for us today, because we're just going to explore.
Going on an adventure!
Quick PSA while I'm here. If you do plan on coming over to Chucky's Dive Bar during Halloween Horror Nights, just make sure you get here, or you plan on leaving before or after Dangerous Waters gets out, because it becomes a mess over here when that show gets out. No, they still got that side of the park closed until 11. Thought they were done with that, but I guess not.
It's never over.
What in the Secret Life of Pets kind of entry archway is that? A lot of people in Hogsmeade might have to go check out what's going on over there.
Next time, baby.
Before we do that, though, if you haven't heard by now, the 101 Exchange Store, which is the gift shop in Fast and Furious building, has opened. So let's go and see what kind of cool Fast and Furious merch they got. I'm very excited. I think these designs could be super cool.
A few moments later.
Oh, no Fast and Furious stuff in here at all. It's just a Halloween Horror Night surplus store. All right, guess moving on.
Swing and a miss.
Well, the lower lot is a bit of an empty lot right now, actually. It's kind of weird seeing it like this. I haven't seen it like this in a long time. And Jurassic World, I think it was closed. I think it just opened up now. So that's good. It's about 11 o'clock. So that's a good addition to kind of take a little bit of pressure off of the Transformers and the Mummy. I mean, not like those had high wait times anyway, but it is what it is. Jurassic World is a nice addition to this park, and probably very close to the best ride they have here. Just saying. And in my eyes anyway, one of the only versions of a ride that's better on this side than it is over in Florida.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Getting people warmed up with the meet and greets. Got Bumblebee opening up the day over here at Transformers. Well, thank God for this signage up here to know that this opens at 11 a.m., which is like 10 minutes ago. So this opens at 10 minutes ago.
You're late.
You know, we haven't been in Super Nintendo World in a little while. Let's go to Super Nintendo World. I haven't been in here in a long time, mostly because I don't like having to park my stroller all the way over on the other side of Transformers and then leaving out the exit to go all the way back and get it. It's nice to be able to have stroller parking in this park. I understand why they don't in busy season, because it's not a very big part of the park, so strollers can kind of clutter and choke things down very, very quickly. It's also, I gotta tell you, I mean, it's a little disheartening seeing this Super Nintendo World after seeing what they have over at Epic Universe, which is an amazing Super Nintendo World. And the thing is like, if this was like the original Super Nintendo World, kind of like how Disneyland is smaller than Disney World, then this would be fine. But this is just what they had room for. And instead of waiting to maybe have more room to expand even beyond this, they just kind of went with what they had. There's one ride and a couple gift shops and some games. Not much to do down here, and it gets really hot because the whole land is basically made of plastic. That being said, Bowser's Challenge is 40 minutes. So
What the f?
Now's the time to ride Transformers, The Mummy, and Jurassic Park while you wait for that line to kind of go down. Either way, it's a little too hot for me down here now. I'm gonna take off.
But wait! There's more!
All that being said, it's worth being noted that when this place is fully operational and everything's working and all the kinetic energy and everything is moving, it's a sight to behold. It really is. I kind of feel like we beat this subject to death, but nothing ever comes of it, so I'm just going to keep talking about it and try to kind of will it into existence.
It's a bold strategy, Cot.
You know, the word on the street is still that they want to get rid of this and redo everything before 2028, kind of along the same timeline as basically the rest of the front of the park expansion, which is like their phase 2 or phase 3 area. Now, I did see in plans, and I think I've said this before, that they did say, the plans did show that they were going to keep this ride building, so whatever they do over here, it looks like they're just going to do kind of what they did with Springfield and just kind of reskin it and retheme the whole area, which is fine. I'm totally fine with that. Hopefully, when they do, they kind of update at least the ride vehicle systems in the simulator of this ride, because it's just a little off, and I hear more people talking about being sick than not after they ride this ride. So who knows what we're going to get here. There's too many rumors that kind of just go off into the middle of nowhere. They go off in La La Land with Wicked or Oz or Minecraft or One Piece or Hello Kitty or...
I get it!
Whatever. There's, you know, Universal fandom is way across the spectrum, so there's no telling what we could actually get here, but hopefully we hear about something possibly maybe early next year after Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift finally opens up.
Fingers crossed.
Stuff in the Hogsmeade now, it's really not all that bad. It looks like everybody that was in here this morning kind of came and did what they needed to do and then left. And I think that's told by these very low 5-minute wait times. Choke points are generally pretty open. Usually the ones that get the most crowded are right over here by the by Ollivander. It's weird seeing this Fast and Furious sign outside of the exit. I mean, it takes you out a little bit, but I really think it's something that we'll get over. Either way, Hogsmeade is fine. Let's move on. I just realized I haven't been here since before Halloween Horror Nights opened, so everybody's seen all this stuff in action, and this scare zone here outside of Monsters 3 has been awesome to people. The scare actors here never cease to amaze. They're always super great at what they do. I cannot wait to come on the 3rd and experience it for myself. But we can now move to the big baddie of the park, and that's going to be Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, opening January. Well, my guess is probably opening January, possibly soft open December this year, once they get the testing started, possibly maybe next month in October. So far, it kind of seems like that's what they're on schedule for. They were doing, they finished the pull-through test, and then they were doing they were loading the actual trains in and out of the station to lock them in and get the loading stuff. The building is pretty much almost done. That painting is almost done. I don't know what's up with that entry arch. That looks not great. Doesn't seem to really fit with the rest of the. Hopefully they put some wear and tear on that, a little rust or something to make it look like the rest of the attraction. They're still got this wall over here because they're working on the exit. So the exit looks like they're going to have roofed, which will be nice. More shade there once you exit the ride. And then they're building these scream shields. They just got this one over here on the loop that goes over the Starway. I thought that was going to be higher, but it looks like it's only going to go up to that high, which is kind of weird unless they're building it up past the apex there. And then they'll have another one over on the far end, over on that turnaround before they shoot you back up the hill. The rest of the wall, they started putting all the panels on, which it's funny because on this side, it looks like forestry. So I don't know how much more sound shielding they're going to put on this ride, but it doesn't look like much more than just these 2 shields here. So interesting. I'm very excited about this ride. They need to start testing like now because I cannot wait to watch it run up on this lookout spot.
No.
It's a little warm this morning though, Harley. You want to jump in this splash zone real quick? Harley? Oh, but in the meantime, we have Chocula. It's quiet back here when you don't have Snowball up there shouting at everybody. I missed that. Real quick, I did want to do a little bit of an update on what the possible expansion to this park could be. They were talking about actually, there's a couple buildings down in the lower lot, kind of in the front part of the lot, that they're talking about actually just demoing and moving all the way back to the Barham side, which stuff like Soundstage 16, 17, 18, 26, all that stuff back there in the back. And then there's a supply warehouse and a parking lot that they're actually thinking about getting rid of too, just to kind of expand that area down there. And with that, we get a ton of space and expansion to Super Nintendo World finally. And then maybe we can move the tram down to the lower lot and get something new where we thought Zygon Alley was going to go. Who knows? Universal is kind of on this pace to just be the juggernaut of the theme park world, and they're not slowing down. And I'm all here for it. I cannot wait to see Phase 2, Phase 3, Phase 4, Phase 5. Pretty soon they're going to be beyond Marvel phases. You know, that's the race that we're in now. So I look forward to it, man. It's going to be fun these next few years. I wonder if they're ever going to change this 3-song rotating playlist they've got up here, that they've had up here for like 5 years now.
Hey.
All right, there we have it. Short, sweet visit. Talk about some stuff with Universal's future. Just kind of getting in the park and feeling it for the first time in a couple weeks because I haven't been here in a while. So I'm going to go play dad now until we see you up on the mountain here at the studios or right down at the farm. We will catch you all on the flippity flop.